George R.R. Martin and Stephen King enter trial by combat. The Star Trek versus Star Wars battle rages on, and we find out just how awful some of us are at speaking Gaelic. All this and more on the Weekly Wrap-Up. Hello and welcome everyone. It's your Harry Carey of Monsters and Fairies, Bruce Ripple, back with you again for a quick recap of the battles this week. We hope you've all kept up to date on your brackets, but just to be safe, let's jump into the percentage results. In fantasy, Randall Flagg wasn't able to stand up against Daenerys and Drogon, losing out 19-81. Gandalf the White proved his vitality yet again by taking out Kratos 88-12. And Cora pulled out ahead of Hermione Granger at the last minute, 58-42. In history, Bjorn Ironside smashed King Leonidas 54-46. Miyamoto Musashi made quick work of Blackbeard 54-46. And Rollo completely demolished Tadakatsu Honda 54-46. In mythology, Merlin crushed his old enemy Morgan Le Fay 86-14. The creepy yet somehow endearing Wendigo took down Mordred 59-41. And Achilles triumphed yet again, but barely defeating Gawain 51-49. Finally, in sci-fi, Han Solo blasted Malcolm Reynolds out of the park, beating him 66-34. The T-1000 made quick work of Riddick 59-41, and it seems Khan's superior strength and intellect were no match for Darth Maul, who easily beat Khan 79-21. But in what came as a shock to many voters, Stranger Things 11 edged out ahead of the Predator, winning 54-46. I've just been notified that the Predator has released a statement. Okay, we'll go to that now. That was hard to watch. Finally, in what came as a great relief to me, Perseus made quick work of Finn McCool, a Gaelic name which I have had a hard time saying this week. Finn McCormisher.
Cut.
Fionn McCoomhale.
No.
Flaky McCumquat.
That's not it.
Fishy McNugget.
Cut.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
But the biggest upset came this week when Sauron, the Lord of Barad-dûr, the Great Deceiver, the Necromancer, the Lord of Werewolves himself, obliterated Legends Darkness 88-12. But the biggest win of the week, however, came when Richard the Lionheart sent William the Conqueror crying all the way back to Normandy, beating him 82-18. That's a recap of this week. Now, let's take a look at what's on deck for next week. In one of the most anticipated fantasy showdowns this year, Game of Thrones' own Daenerys and Drogon will go up against Sauron from Lord of the Rings. The T-1000 will face off against Han Solo in the sci-fi bracket, and as we all know, Han hasn't always had the best of luck against liquid metal. Merlin will test his valor yet again in a mythology battle against Perseus, and the history bracket will see Richard the Lionheart clash with Bjorn Ironside. Be sure to get in your votes next week, and I'll see you on the battlefield.